The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 14th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. In the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Sun Devils want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds a man on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're testing the right side here. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And now on second down for this offense. He wants to throw it again. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Brown wants to pass. Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. It's complete on the right side. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Houston endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City, and the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Wants to throw. It's Day. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pope. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kent. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Day. Touchdown, Arizona State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TV.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
The first down pass completed to the wideout. Tackle is made to the 48-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Brown will throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Washington right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it in stride at the 15. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Day. Makes the catch. It's Pope. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Washington. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. And late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Dave. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Thanks to grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll try the right side. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. They'll immediately call timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Gets it to the back. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide out trying to get it in. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They'll leave it with him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Looking downfield, it's Day. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He's got it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to scramble. Finds space on the right. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Now from inside the red zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Breaks
into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Brown will throw it. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Hawaii is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Honolulu deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to UCF. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few 1st downs, get that first down right now.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking downfield, it's Day. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Dropping back, it's Dave. Throws to the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskies.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
42 Spiders. 42 Spiders.
Looking to throw, it's Day. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Washington wants to go quickly. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Arizona State.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fires left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the tailback. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
49, Arizona State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Touchdown, Washington! Special teams proving to be special. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And off from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Day. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Takes it the other way at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskies. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
The first down pass, intercepted from Washington. And they'll take over.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Runs through the tackle. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before. He gets down to the 2.
How how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
To the air, it's Dave. Right down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boom. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got enough for the 1st down. At the 35, he's open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Running to Green. Sweet cut there. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game.